So, hello guys, Lightens again. I am very glad here to display your guys one of my recently finished fog matches. This one, me against Quickslow 87 on Intelligent System. Let's first introduce the CEOs from the both sides. It is a jess versus koal match. Yeah, jess. Let's take a look at the CO information there. Vehicles gain 10% attack, but all other units, including foot soldiers, lose 10% attack, which means she is pretty bad in standard matches. However, in fog matches, she has some insane performance. It is a CO that I think everybody should treasure her. Her normal power is turbocharge. Vehicles gain 1 plus movement and their attack is increased to 20%. All units resupply fuel and ammo, which means on some big maps like Stalingrad, you may try just stealth, which is very insane. You don't need to buy your APC. The stealth only worth 24,000, which is way cheaper than other COs. They are 29,000 because they need to buy their APC. And the superpower is overdrive. Vehicles gain 2 plus movement and their attack is increased to 40%. All units resupply fuel and ammo. Yeah. Just day-to-day ability is very important because vehicles gain 10% firepower, and with the com tower bonus, she could reach 120 vehicles, tanks, artillery, AA anti-air, and mid-tank, all the tanks, which means she has 2 hits KO a normal unit on cities, which is just so cool, being a tier 4 CO. Yeah. Then we have a look at koal. Units, even air units, gain 10% attack power on roads. Forced march. All units gain 1 plus movement, and the road bonus is increased to 20%. Trail of Woe. All units gain 2 plus movement, and all roads bonus is increased to 30%. Well, koal is in fact a very difficult CO to use. First things first is his firepower is very limited, only on roads. We don't have this firepower on bridges, which is just very difficult to use. And the firepower you could see is only 30% on superpower. Let's see back jess. Jess is 40% firepower. Then we look at Jake, 40% firepower as well, which makes koal is even harder in fog matches. The firepower was not enough, and koal's favorite terrain is on roads. 10% less defense and 10% less counter-attack after koal pop his superpower. Well, pretty interesting matchup on this map. And let's introduce Quickslow 87, this player. He is a very popular, very famous fog player. Let's have a look at his scores. He's 1350 player, very tough, and his standard is way better than I do. I think I do admire his standard play. Although my fog is compatible to his performance. Well, Quickslow 87, very good, very tough opponent. Okay, so these are the pre-introduction of this match. Let's have an in-depth look of this match through the very important application, the replay viewer. Let's wait. It's faster. It's faster, very good. Select a replay. Here comes the replay. And as you could see, this application does not accept Chinese words. So it just looks like that. We just accept that. So let's also talk about this intelligent system map. It is a base locked in pipe. We could buy recon, or even we could buy missile from this base, either to support region or to shoot down B-copters from the airport. And we have here's the HQ, and we could have a strategy that we could win by capturing your enemy's HQ. Lab. Anyway, this is in fact a lab. Two com towers in the corner is just very contested. If you get both of the com towers, you are very close to win. But more important thing is that you not only need to get the two com towers, and you just have to hold them as long as possible so that you could win. Okay, let's just begin. Two infantry is built, very normal openings. We move the infantry forward, capturing properties. Capture the property here. Yeah, here comes the scene. We should remember that D3 recon this map is insane good. The recons moves just like storm units this map. Just even though you open with two recons, still very good. It is hard to make it is very hard to make it on a baseline fog map. Yeah, we could make it faster. This recon as well. Recon goes as argo as possible. So in fog matches, it is very important to know where are your recon's safe locations, and early recon needs to as argo as possible. You want to attain as much as information as you could. So and besides that, it is very important to keep your first recon alive and safe. Let's continue. Boom! He spots my recon. And I'm very certain this turn, if I hit his recon, there's not going to be a tank answer me. So I confidently get this hit. jess vehicles has only 10% firepower, which is so good. And here comes another very important thing. This infantry. I got this infantry out of the region of the recon. Let's turn to Quickslow side. He's not going to see my recon. He's not going to see my infantry, so he's not going to hit my infantry with his 6 HP recon. I want to keep this infantry in full health so that it could safely capture the property, it could safely capture the comm tower. And I could see that Quickslow infantry went very aggressive to capture this property. At the same time, my infantry was very far away from here, and I built my second recon. Yeah, here comes the very interesting thing. I was very surprised. He has his tank here, and boom! My recon just gone. Very sad. First recon GG. Very sad. Yeah. Game continues. I'm trying to hide my tanks. And I spot his greedy infantry trying to capture the comm tower. Of course, I'm going to hit his capturing infantries because I know a tank will not going to reinforce from here to punish my recon. Okay, and he's pretty sad. His recons got spot and boom, it is dead to my tanks. Wow. See what he's doing? Boom! My infantry got crushed on his, got trapped by his tanks. Here comes the thing first. The thing comes to my mind first is that there's what Quickslow is doing in the top left corner, which is just being very aggressive and being very greedy. His reinforcements cannot reach very fast, so I'm very confident to park my tank here, and get this tank very quick to close to this comm tower, because I know he's not going to hold this comm tower so long. And in the meantime, I saw his tanks is here, I saw he has lots of infantry here, which means there's going to be lots of vehicles behind. Boom! My recon on cities just died to 2 of his tanks. And then here comes the very interesting of being jess. Yes, and this infantry is very sad to be 6 HP. Yeah, just infantry. This won't die. You see, being jess, I could try to punish this tank on cities. It is a 9-4 strike. He will need at least another 1 tank nearby to kill off my tanks, which doesn't seem to be very possible. And I got my reinforcement. In the meantime, you could see his recons is there, and then I built my B-copters. I got my tank here, trying to reinforce, and I got 4 of my infantries there. At the same time, he built his very early medium tank, which is very interesting. He captured Com Tower again, and he hit my recon with his recon. Yeah, he's trying to 3 hits KO my tank on cities. It is not that very worthy trade because his 3 HP tank will fall into my 3 infantry range. And I see his anti-air. I know this tank could strike back on cities because he's not going to have one more reinforcement tank in range. Although it is a jess very bad infantry with no com tower, it still 3 hits KO the tank, which I'm very happy about it. Yeah, and his great infantry is there. I start capturing his com tower. I start getting force here. Getting my reinforcement within this city range, and I'm stopping the capture of my city. Yeah, he sit back. Yeah, and this turn I'm 6 HP infantry. 6 HP infantry is very afraid of the interrupt by a 4 HP infantry, and it will need 4 turns to finish the capture. So I block 2 of my tanks here, trying to stop his units from trying to take back this com tower. And then I gathered my infantries. I moved my anti-air here in order to prevent his B-copters trying to hit my tank. Luckily, he does not have it. Okay. Yeah, I'm very afraid my capture got interrupted, so I joined cap. This next turn, I'm going to have this com tower very safely without any danger, because I know all his forces were gathered down this side. So I rearranged my troops and I built my new tank. Jess' new tank was just so good. With her insane firepower, with the superpower, she just won his KO things. Wow, so cool. Yeah, my recon is there. He moved first. I'm very surprised. His new tank is afraid of my 2 tanks. I'm very surprised. Although I don't really have any answer at all to the medium tank. This big copter does not count too much because just copters is so bad. Yes, it's so bad. So I killed his recon. Very greedy recon. I got my reinforcement at the back. Oh, sad. I captured the com tower back, which means he has no 2-hit KO my this tank. So bad. And he's not attacking from lows. No extra firepower. Yeah, I spot his greedy recon. I'm hiding my new tanks. I don't want to let him know as early as possible. Oh, I have a new tank over there. He's going to be afraid. He's not trying to engage. And park my units there, not in their region, but in the reinforcement range. In fog, it is very important to hide units without outside your opponent region by but within your reinforcement range. You don't want to expose as many units as possible, because then your opponent will just know what you are having and get your answers, and your units will no longer in their advantage. Yeah, see in his vision, he does not see I have lots of things here. And what I'm doing here make me believe, I think made him believe I have lots of units over there, but in fact I didn't. Yeah, so he activated his power. He trying to engage. Okay, let's come back to my vision. Then we have jess superpower. So cool. One hit KO. 8-5, one hit KO. See, although it's just B-copters, with the superpower to hit already power B-copter, it is an 8-4. Not so bad, because an 8 HP B-copter will not going to be one hit KO by koal copters without the bonus of the roads, like it is showed here. I got my units there to reinforce. You know, it is also very important trying to reinforce, trying to know where to declare war is a better option. Actually speaking, you don't want to play two sides of the map, which means you are not going to get your easy win. You want to get all your units, boom, to smash your opponent units. That's what you want to do. So he retreated. He's afraid of jess new tank. Wow. He got his medium tank there. I'm trying to add pressure. Over there. Boom! New tank. Boom! One hit KO. From this turn, let's see what did I do. Here is a new tank on cities. Even jess new tank take the first strike, 8-5. It is not that good. I don't have 2 more units for it. After the repair, it will back to 8-7. Not a very good engagement. So I'm trying to capture the city here. So I'm bringing my force back. In the meantime, my 2 medium tanks is going to reach the spot. He trailed off wall. He activated his superpower, and he's trying to capture my HQ. Luckily, I have my recon to guard my HQ. Then, I think you guys will have a look at the insane superpower of jess tanks. Boom! One hit KO. See? Oh, nice 3, it's just so cool. Nice 3. So cool. I stopped his capture of my HQ. I interrupt the capture of this city. I have to give away this city, because I don't have extra force for it. A trap, said a trap. He retreated. He's afraid of jess new tank. So at the same turn, he built another new tank himself. This turn I wasn't doing very good. I should have killed his infantry here, because these infantries were all out of the vehicle's protection range. His recon spotted my heavy units. He's very afraid. So he put his units down. I killed his vision. I had my new tank. I prepared my units. At the same time, since here and here is very stormy, so I prepared my units here trying to grab this property. Let's see his answers. Ooh. He answered heavily. Yeah, we will come back a little bit. Look at the copter, the new tank, the artillery, the tank. These units were out of my vision, but within the reinforcement range. This is a very important to take away in your fog matches. Boom! I saw a speed copter. Oh, he had a speed copter. That's so bad. So I retreat. Yeah, I'm still having my new tank and two of my medium tanks. I don't want to let them expose because I know if I expose my new tank and medium tank, they are very probably to within his huge tank reinforcement range, which is very bad to me. So he engaged. I answer back. On the top, I just retreat. Yeah, I answer back. I got my new tank. I got my medium tank there, so that I want to ensure how many huge tanks are in his shadowed zone, and to get my medium tank, I want to full my my power charge. Boom! His new tank. His new tank is on cities again. I'm trying to punish him. I'm very surprised. I see this artillery. I see his new tank. Which means I don't want to his KO this new tank on cities, because after that, two of my death units will just die. It will just so bad on my side. Very luckily, I exposed two of his units. So at the same time, I also engaged from the top, because I think I have more units compared to his. Another thing to take away in fog, I think it is always be careful for opponent units on cities. Yeah, although sometimes you could his KO them away, but the reinforcement will just be back and two of your units will just gone, which will just so bad on your side. So, after seeing this, in fact, if I didn't see this, I'm not going to engage with two tanks, with my new tank and with my medium tank. What's more, because it is also so close to his base, his B-copter's reinforcement range, which is just very bad. So I didn't do that, and I bring them back. Yeah, at the same time, my another new tank is ready. He retreated at the top. He's afraid of me. He know he's not having as many units as I do on the top. Oh, then comes the... Oh. The computer is... Okay. We just come back. Then we come to a very interesting, important turn. Just superpower turn. Yeah. This is pretty lucky. One hit KO. One hit KO. Pretty lucky. Hit his B-copter. Because I know I have units to boom his artillery. That's the reason why my new tank hit his units on the his units on the cities. I have my two B-copters, and at the very moment, I'm very glad another new tank is exposed, and it is definitely within my new tank range. So he has no new tank in the battlefront, which is very bad. Yeah, at the same time I retreated my infantry, because I don't want to see my infantry dead. Yeah, and I got my anti-air here, because I know there's going to be copters. I captured this property just to attract his attention. In fact, I don't have enough units at the back. He activated his superpower. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, my poor new tank. My poor new tank is trapped. Sad. However, my anti-airs were very healthy. Let's see how did I answer. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I want his medium tank GG. So I did like that. I captured again on the top, because I know he's very busy downside. He's not going to have that much unit to stop my capture. He answered, boom, said, first strike. He not KO, said. Okay, here comes the very important turn. In fact, in this turn, analyzing from my perspective, it is better trying to retreat rather than engage. Because he has lots of tanks here, he has a new tank, he has his B-copters reinforcement, he has his tank reinforcement. Although they are not in my vision, these three units were not in my vision, but I know they are very close. According to the analysis, I know this new tank will be his last heavy units on the battlefield. So, let's see what did I do. Yes, I activate just normal power. It is a little bad. Oh. See? I get it. I killed the 5 HP new tank with jess units, with jess normal power. It is very risky, but it made sense. I killed these units. I don't want to see his new tank is still alive, because I don't have units answering even a 7 HP new tank. I don't have units. Yes, at the same time, my new tank has the firepower, has the movement bonus, so he boom, one hit KO'd 7 HP tank. At the same time, I captured this property, which is very good. The funds were back. However, as you could see in the battlefield, the unit count, the unit value, I'm in great advantage. Boom. He answered, he's not killing my 4 units downside. I know he's going to GG. He's not having enough units. Boom. Yes, boom, engage. So what I do is what I want to do this turn is to heavily deduct his unit count. Then his unit count is becoming even worse At the same time, I got my medium tank reinforcement. Yeah, I captured the property, a giant cap. He answered. And for this turn, I retreated because I don't have enough small units, and I'm afraid that his big units is just within reinforcement range. Not very good to me, so I gathered the top units back to this front. At the same time, I got another new tank. Yes, here comes another very important thing in fog. In fog, we have lots of forests, and we cannot see what's in it unless we get close to them. In fog, it's very important to do things like that. What my infantry is doing is hiding in the woods, trying to get as much information as possible, and or to block his unit's movement. And at the same time, my recon is at the top, is over there trying to spot what he's doing downside. I prepared my units. I know it's not good time for me to engage. He just waiting patient. At this time, I'm just thinking of I want to front switch. I want to give danger to this property. I want to see his units from moving, trying to rescue this property, and then his rescue units will fall all in my reinforcement range. Yes. And I see clearly his units reinforced. So I seated my units back. I don't want to direct fight with him here. He answered. Yeah, he answered. This tank is very interesting, in fact. I see there's a tank hiding in the woods. And I know his units were a little bit splitted up. I know it is free for me to kill this tank and kill this infantry. At the same time, his infantry trying to capture this property back, but sadly, I have my B-copters prepared. Yes, just B-copters. We could unlock another function of just B-copters. Just B-copters could be very good to defend your weak side properties because mostly your opponent will not bring an anti-air to do that. So I know my B-copters high possibility safe. Boom, boom. Yes. I try my best to park my units off his super range. I don't have my power, he has his power. That's why. He killed my recon, but I know at this very turn he gathered all the forces in this shadow. So I don't want to engage. I want to sit back. With lots of copters. And then I saw what his units were doing. And I'm being confident. Whoa, I'm unit count lead, I'm unit value lead. Boom. Oh, lots of units. And a lot of free kills. And you could see from this turn his unit count and unit value is already so bad. Even with the superpower, it doesn't work. He activated his superpower. At this time, I was very surprised. I was expecting his new tank, but he has only his medium tank, which surprised me. Which I know after this superpower he will GG. By the way, take a look at the recon and artillery composure. See what he's doing. Yeah, he want to shoot off my vision in the base, which is probably very easy to guess. He wants to build a bomber. Yeah, I'm sure he did build a bomber. Boom. See Jess. Superpower just slaughter. Boom, boom, one hit KO. Injure the new tank. Whoa, his unit, boom. It's just resigned. So, this is the whole match of this. I even built a fighter at the top, which I know it is nonsense. It's not going to carry that much functions because I know I'm going to win. Okay, there. Let's make a conclusion from what we should pay attention in fog. Region management. In fog, you need your recons to hide either in the forests or your early recon to be very, very aggressive to spot where your opponent go. What is their goal? What do they want to do? You want to spot them, and then you want to arrange your units. Mostly in fog, you don't want to all in with your units easily. You want to prepare your units at the back of your engaging units. They are your reinforcements. Very, very, very important. And third thing is, jess is very good. Just don't hesitate to pick him in fog. So, that is all for this video. Thanks for watching.